Ashe, Ashe and Grand Rising. A grand day to you all once again, my very beautiful people, and especially to you, my awakened and enlightened people the world over. Yes, you don't know that it is yours truly, I, the Mystic Philosopher. And as customary, along with some of my recorded chirping bird sounds, and some of my rusty finger-picking guitar gently playing in the background. And I'm here to share with you some more of my unique and thought-provoking perspectives and insights. And yes, my people, it is high time for reason and for reasoning. And in fact, I might add that not only it is high time for reasoning, but it is also high time for thinking and for reasoning. Thinking is very important. Now, again, please don't be turned off again by this glasses. It's on purpose for a particular reason, as I've mentioned in my last video. Now, the topic, as promised, that I would address in my next video when I did the last one. So today's topic is, why are most men, if not all men, afraid of, or rather afraid to commit and of commitment? Let me repeat that. Why are most men, if not all men, afraid to commit and of commitment? Now, first, let's address the words commit and commitment. What is the meaning and definition of the words commit and commitment? Well, according to one online English dictionary that I just quickly Google, and you can verify this for yourself. According to this one online English dictionary, and I quote, commit is to carry out, or rather, commit, one, to carry out or perpetuate. To carry out or to perpetuate. And in parentheses, we have to allow something to continue. Like the word perpetuate means to allow something to continue. And in parentheses also, we have three examples of what exactly. The dictionary gives three examples of what exactly is being carried out or what is being perpetuated. And these examples are, one, a mistake. So to commit, the first example is a mistake. The second example is a crime. Or the third is an immoral act. Please verify this for yourself. And the second definition from the said dictionary for the word commit is, and I quote, pledge, or to pledge or bind. And in parentheses, again, we have a person, what is being pledged or what is being bind. We have a person or an organization. So to pledge or bind a person or an organization to a certain course or policy, unquote. And the word commitment, according to the said online English dictionary, and I'll quote, so we dealt with commit, now let's deal with commitment. And I quote, the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, etc., etc. And two, an engagement or obligation that restricts. Commitment is an engagement or an obligation that restricts freedom of action, unquote. Verify this for yourself. Now, from the Mystic Philosopher's perspective, deep in every man's subconscious mind, or just to play it safe, from my perspective, deep in most men's subconscious mind is embedded the fear of the word commit, and of the word commitment. Fear. They are literally terrified of the word commit, and by extension, terrified of the word commitment. And why? You might ask. Well, from I, the Mystic Philosopher's perspective, it is because, and as you shall no doubt shortly see, every time the word commit is used in a sentence, every time it is being pronounced, it is always associated with what? Something that may be described by some as being negative or simply no good. Every time you hear the word commit, it is associated with something that is negative or something that is no good. And as proof, and also just to remind you, according to the dictionary, what exactly is being carried out or what exactly is being perpetuated, and they are what? A mistake. So every time you hear the word commitment or commit, a mistake, a crime, or an immoral act. From this we can also logically deduce that to commit to anything or to commit to anyone is either to do what? 1, make a mistake. 2, to commit a crime. Or 3, to commit some immoral act. Again, verify it for yourself. We're talking about why are most men, if not all men, afraid of the word commit and commitment. And thus every time a man, or if you prefer, every time most men, because some men are not enlightened to this as yet, most men, and especially our highly melaninated thinking men, hear the words commit and commitment, especially where and when the thing called marriage is concerned. His or our internal law of correction is what? Activated and tells him, or in fact tells us, thou shalt not what? Commit. That internal law. Something in him, in the recesses of his mind, is activated and is telling him, thou shalt not commit. Commit is a dangerous thing. Meaning, do not do it. Commit. Think about it. Example. This is what I, the Mystic Philosopher, call, the Mystic Philosopher's 12 laws of commit, and by extension, commitment. Law number one, thou shalt not commit sin. Whatever you may define this thing called sin to mean, thou shalt not commit what? A sin or commit sins. That's law number 1. Law number 2, thou shalt not commit what? Crimes. A crime or a crime. Same thing. Law number 3, thou shalt not commit fraud. Law number 4, thou shalt not commit what? Rape. See, I tell you, every time you hear the word commit, what is associated with? Something that is immoral, something that is a crime, or something that is simply wrong. Law number 5, thou shalt not commit murder. Where you heard that before? Thou shalt not kill. Law number 6, thou shalt not commit suicide. Rather, law number 6, thou shalt not commit adultery. Commit again. Commit. Law number 7, thou shalt not commit suicide. Law number 8, thou shalt not commit fornication. Whatever fornication is to you, don't commit it. Don't commit it. If you do it and not commit, you commit it, no problem. Law number 9, thou shalt not commit yourself to prison or to any other institution. Prison as an institution. Thou shalt not commit to prison or to any other institution. Law number 10, thou shalt not commit yourself to evil, immoral, and unnatural behavior. Any form of immoral and unnatural behavior. Thou shalt not what? Commit yourself. Thou shalt not commit. Thou shalt not commit evil or immoral or any form of what? Unnatural or immoral behavior. Thou shalt not commit. And the 12th law. Thou shalt not commit your physical body to the ground unless it is dead, also known as committal service. Don't perform a committal service unless you're dead. Commit. So now you see why we've heard of the word commit. So any and every time he or a man hear the word, a thinking man hear the word, commit. And especially if or when he is being asked to commit. To commit his everything, including his life, to one woman, for as long as he may live. Immediately in the recesses of his psyche, especially if he is a thinking man and not a mankind, a thinking kind of man, or a mankind, a kind of man, he's hearing nothing but death to his liberty. He's hearing nothing but death to his freedom. Even though he may be conned to hear or to think or to believe otherwise, but he's hearing it. His own internal calculation and algorithm is working to tell him, thou shalt not, don't do it. He is hearing himself being asked to totally commit, or to totally surrender his life to the unknown. Can you seriously think about it? He is, whenever he is asked, he's hearing himself being sentenced to prison for possible the rest of his life. Or at the very least until either he or his partner die first, till death do you part. Commit is a serious word for most thinking men. And those who will honestly, some people have never thought about this before. And they will even disagree before they will hear all of this. But that's fine. It's another perspective. Remember, I the Mystic Philosopher's perspective. But if you think about it, just think about it. It may or may not make any sense to you. He is hearing every time he's asked to commit, especially to commit to anything. He is hearing, being told that he has lost the ability to even look at another woman. Yes. And to the ability to admire another woman other than his wife, or the woman that he is now swearing to commit to black out everybody else and everything else and commit to his wife. That's what he's hearing. I heard it when I did. Well, that's another subject. For to do so is to commit a great sin called lusting and spiritual adultery. To admire another woman, once you commit, is to commit according to the, is to commit what? Lusting and spiritual adultery. That's what he's hearing. He's now thinking that he's going insane because after hearing this, he's thinking that he's going insane, or that he has gone insane. He has already gone insane. And then he remembered what an elder had told him, what marriage is. The system marriage, this thing called marriage, and I've dealt with that topic and that word before elsewhere, but I'll do it again and share more perspective on it. This thing called marriage within the system, an elder told him that marriage is what? An institution. You hear they talk about it in the church, the institution of what? Marriage. Marriage is an institution, and the elder told him that only immoral people, and the very word tell you already what is being committed, what the meaning of the word commit is. And the elder told him that what? Marriage is what? An institution, and only immoral people. Only people that lack empathy. And only people that lack basic human emotions. Political institutions, you know what I mean? Etc., etc. Only the mad people, only the insane people, only the sick, the indigent, and criminals, etc. That truly belongs in what? An institution. That's what the elder, experienced elder, told him. Now please ask yourself this question, my people. Why would anybody have sound mind and activated common sense? Most of you hear me use the word activated common sense all the time to qualify common sense, because common mean everybody have it, but not everybody's senses are activated. Why would anybody have sound mind and activated common sense want to be in an institution? let alone be committed to an institution. Any institution, and especially to be there for a long and indefinite period of time. Why? Why would you want to be committed to any institution? Even a hospital, a medical institution, you name it. Nobody wants to be there, sensibly. From the Mystic Philosopher's perspective, no one of sound mind would want, let alone will or intend, for that to happen to them. Remember, why are thinking men afraid of the word commit and commitment? So there you have it. And now you know why from the moment a thinking man hears commit, he knows that he's dead. Yes, he knows it involves complete surrender. Death, literally, spiritually, mentally, commitment, commit of the mind. Have you ever wondered why the two places, my people, have you ever wondered why the two places that you are most likely to see a big grown man crying is either at funerals or at weddings? Have you ever wondered why? And why? It is because he knows that all the bodies that are involved are now committed or will be committed. It's over for them. So he cries for them. Finally, and from all that I've said so far, one can reasonably deduce and conclude that commitment means, or commitment equal mental illness. If commit means, listen to logic now, if commit means all of the aforementioned, and if meant, the suffix meant means or equal mind, meant mind, mental, meant mind, from the Latin word, then commitment is mental illness. And only if you are a patient will you disagree with me. Now here is my disclaimer. If you are already committed to any one of the aforementioned institutions, then please, I ask that you please consider all these my perspectives, all these that I've said in this video thus far. Please consider it satire. I ask that you please do so. If at all you are committed to any of those institutions, any institution. So, I think that's going to be it for today, my dear beloved people. In the meantime and between time, I ask that you please hit that subscribe button. It's not an institution. Please hit that subscribe button along with the bell right now. And stay tuned for my next video upload titled Why You Should Not Marry the Woman or the man or the woman that you love. Huh? Yes. Unless the following conditions are met. That will be my next video upload. Why you should not or should never marry the man or the woman that you love unless the following conditions are met. And I will give those conditions. So let me say again, thanks for watching and for listening. And I do hope that I was able again to provoke you to see and to think of things a little differently. In the meantime and between time, my dear beloved people, please hold it up. Yes, hold things up, hold people up, not down. My people, please be more and much, much more. I don't deal with be less. Be less. We want to be more intelligent, be more aware, be more knowledgeable, be more, not less. For I am the Mystic Philosopher. Ashe, 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 I say.